Hey YouTube, JC back here on my birthday. So I cracked a special 10. I guess you can see by the description what I cracked. But there she is. Was able to procure a couple of these, and that's what she looks like. Just lost a little piece, don't want to lose too much of this. See if I can get the light. There we go. Light's kind of messing with us a little bit. Smoking in my garage because it's been so hot and humid out here a lot lately. Today's actually not too bad, but it's still so humid out. It's so much cooler in my garage. I just have the side door open here, so the smoke can go out. Smoking in the pipe I got a couple weeks ago. This is my newest pipe that I have. I really enjoy this pipe. Kind of matches the blue color scheme here too. But yeah, this I got a couple months ago. I was able to actually get 2 tins of it. I was just looking for one, and then two people messaged me, and I ended up, I couldn't turn them down, so I went ahead and just got 2 tins of it. I mean, you'll never really be able to get this much anymore anyways, because obviously they're not a company and they don't make it anymore. So that is one good thing I got off Facebook, at least, is I got a couple tins of this stuff, so I never did get to try it before. I know a lot of people really highly like this stuff. Beans is one of them, I know, but there's a lot of people that rave about this stuff, so I was glad I was able to get it and try it. And I mean, I have to say, it's not my favorite tobacco I've ever had, but it's really good. I mean, I'm not disappointed at all that I got it, put it that way. It's really good. I mean, it would still be a solid, 7 or 8 out of 10 for me. And we'll see, because I just popped this, so we'll see. It might open up a little bit in a week or two of being open, sitting in a jar or something like that. Getting a good bit of sweetness out of this though, some nice citrus. It's got just a little bit of earthiness to it. It's not really, it's not complex, and it's not really high, as far as I can tell anyways. It's not very high in strength. It's not very high in flavor either, but with the flavor that's there is pretty good. But it's definitely got more flavor than strength. So that's the type of tobacco that I'm a fan of. I don't smoke tobacco for the nicotine hit or anything like that. I'd rather have tobacco that tastes good than give me. If I was just going for a nicotine hit, I would just dip or something like that. It wouldn't be smoking a pipe. Smoking a pipe to me is just relaxing. So I got a couple days off coming up. Didn't get off for my birthday, which I kind of taken off, but I got so much work to catch up on. Didn't really want to, so I'm just taking off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I have a nice 4th of July holiday off for those of us in the States. Enjoy your 4th, by the way. But yeah, I'm really digging this pipe. Like the tobacco. I mean, I've been smoking it. Let's see here. It's probably close to halfway down. I've been smoking it for about 20 minutes now. It's not a very big pipe, but it's the perfect size for me. But yeah, it's a good tobacco. I mean, it's really good. And I will say this, the Christmas cheer smells like it too a little bit, but this, when people talk about the ketchup smell, this smells a little more like ketchup than any of the other Virginias that I've had that McClelland have made. I never really got into the Virginias that much until they went out of business, unfortunately. I was more into like the C&D and the GLP stuff, which I still love GLPs, don't get me wrong. But I can see, like, it doesn't necessarily taste like it that much, but the smell, as soon as you open it, and even when you're packing the bowl, like I'm sitting here packing the bowl, it smells just like ketchup. And for some reason, I don't know if, McDonald's ketchup, it smells like McDonald's ketchup to me. For some reason, I don't know, how that has that kind of vinegary kind of smell to it, that sweet smell to it. It's just like that. I mean, literally, like if I put a 10 in your nose and didn't have anything on it, you would swear it was ketchup. Which to me isn't necessarily a bad thing. I love ketchup. I eat it all the time, so. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really taste like it that much. Um, it's got maybe a little bit of tang to it, I would say, but no, it's a good solid tobacco. And this is basically the reason I made this video. One thing to just say, well, it's my birthday, so it's just kind of a celebration kind of video. But what's the most you ever paid for tobacco, and was it worth it? And would you buy it again? And is it really even worth it to you guys to get tobaccos that are, hard to get, or are they hard to get for a reason, or is it just because they're really that good? And what was your impression of it? And one thing I'm really a big fan of that to me it's hard to get now because they don't make it anymore is the vintage Syrian. Any of the Syrian tobaccos, I know McClelland had a couple. I think it was Three Oaks, which I have a couple tins of that, and then the Frog Morton Across the Pond, which I have a couple tins of that as well. But the vintage Syrian, the HH vintage Syrian that McBaron made is just, to me, that's the only McBaron tobacco that I really enjoy. Of course, they don't make it anymore. I love that stuff though. Absolutely love that stuff. But I'm not a real big, heavy, just smoke in your face fan of full Englishes. I like stuff with depth and complexity, and that's what that has. It's got just enough sweetness. It's got some minerally kind of quality. Um, you know, I mean, this tobacco, like I said, it's not really depth, but it's just smooth and sweet, and it's a good tobacco though. But no, the vintage Syrian I would say would be my top of the list of stuff that's hard to get, but it's actually really good. So, sounds like my wife just pulled up. I hear the dogs barking, so I'm gonna help her unload the car, and I'm gonna get back to smoking this and celebrate my birthday. And hope everybody's doing well. And you guys have a good weekend.